your forecast.
Hey there, Diamond. I hope everyone had a wonderful day today. I know I did. I kicked off my day in the best way possible. I was able to hang out with a bunch of smiling faces. You're looking at the cool kids from Neshoba Central's pre-K class. This was taken in Philadelphia. I mean, these students were the absolute best. I had the pleasure of reading to them a book about the weather. They were super smart. They were energetic. They paid good attention, and they even earned junior meteorologist stickers that a lot of them are showing off here. So a big thanks to all of the staff there, and a special shout out to Brittany for inviting me out there. But again, we had a good time. I wanted to show this at 6 o'clock while they were still awake. Didn't get a chance to, so hopefully if you're watching and these are your family members or kids or relatives, please tell them I gave them a shout out. They really deserved it, and we had a good time overall over at Neshoba Central's pre-K class. Now, as far as the setup here, right now we're down to 65 degrees. We have a south wind, and the relative humidity is at 90%. So that's a good indication there could be some dense fog overnight. Temperatures right now in the widespread 60s compared to this same time yesterday. It's warmer by about a range of 5 to 15 degrees depending on where you're located. And as we take a look at the overall visibility, we have a bunch of 10s, which is great news, but that may not be the case as we go through time. So here's your futurecast for fog heading into tomorrow morning. Notice especially along I-20 and south, there could be some lowered visibilities out there, maybe even the potential for some spots to have visibilities less than a quarter of a mile. So we do have a few of our counties that are under a dense fog advisory, but even if you're not under that advisory, it doesn't mean you're not going to have patches where the fog could be quite dense. So make sure to allow some extra drive time if you have an early kickoff tomorrow morning. The dew point temperatures are in the widespread 60s, so this is a good indication that we have a lot more moisture coming in. It's humid out there. We have that south flow coming from the Gulf. This will also be the case as we head into our Thursday. So for the next couple of days, that will be the prevailing wind. Again, pumping in the moisture from the Gulf, and that moisture will be used as fuel for our next weather maker. So we're looking in the upper levels of the atmosphere as well, and you see these little kinks here that kind of indicates where that next disturbance will come from, and that upper disturbance will tap into that Gulf moisture, creating this low and that cold front at the surface level that's going to move in and bring us a pretty good chance of rain by Friday. So we have a little while, but eventually we're expecting wet weather to move back in. Here's your Friday morning. We'll start out with the potential for again cloudier skies, and there could even be some showers in the morning as we head towards midday. This particular forecast model has more of a scattered coverage, and again those bright colors do indicate the potential for some downpours. Again, we're not expecting a whole lot in terms of organized severe weather, not ruling out a strong to isolated severe storm though, just based on the setup. But thankfully, again, it's not looking like we're going to have a big severe event with this, but we are going to get some much needed rain, and that rain could even linger into the second half of the day. Rainfall amounts could range anywhere from a half an inch to an inch and a half with this system. So again, we're looking forward to that part. And as you see, we have a rainfall deficit in Meridian that's now over 2 inches with a yearly deficit that's approaching 5 inches. Also, though, I want to bring note to the fact that tomorrow and even Thursday, we could have record challenging heat. We're expecting low 80s, both of which will be very close to the record. So ahead of that system coming Friday, the heat is going to be on. But here's a 10-day forecast at 10. Friday, the rain moves in. The weekend doesn't look too bad, and then we'll have the potential for some showers even leading up to Thanksgiving, which for right now we're just calling for low 70s and maybe a spotty shower, but we're still combing through the data, and as we get closer we'll have more details about what to expect for the holiday.